My background is that I am a educator of over 25 years. I am also a pastor of over, I would say, about 35 years now. And we have been fortunate enough to come together as husband and wife team and to produce such a product as this. And I think because of those years, those experiences that we've had along the way, especially in the case of pastoring, it has lent itself to a great foundation for this book. I'll let Dr. Burney tell you a little bit about her.
Right. And so I'm Dr. DeAnna Burney. I'm a psychologist practicing over 25 years or so, working with children and families for many years. And I've seen the dynamic and the impact of family and marriages on children. And so we wanted to come together to put together a book that deals with love and forgiveness, based on the foundation of the Bible, based on the foundation of what we see culturally that is happening in our society today. We are fortunate to have come from families that have longevity in marriage, and so we've had wonderful examples in our grandparents and our family and our parents that have modeled marriage and how to get through times of, good times that are positive and good and times that are sometimes challenging. And so in any relationship, there are going to be all kinds of scenarios and conditions that happen. But when you have someone that you love that you can walk through those things with, you're able to get through it a lot better. And so you hear this phrase that two heads are better than one. You see that even in Reset and Redo, and giving people hope and a foundation to just kind of stay, even when you feel like you really want to get out of there. And so, Reset and Redo is about love. It's about forgiveness, and kind of working through those times that are kind of tough sometimes. Okay, and so when people look at Reset and Redo, the first thing that's going to get their attention is the title alone. And so they're going to say, well, reset, redo. And so when we think about this book, think about the Apple iPhone. And so, or any kind of phone, actually. The idea came from not only love and forgiveness, but I used the Apple iPhone because I had one that was kind of badly damaged, but it still worked. Okay, and so even in the atrocity of a broken face and the phone being broken, you can plug it up and it still work. And so this concept can still be taken in marriage. Marriage will go through all kinds of damaging conditions, but if you keep at it and you keep resetting, which is the forgiveness part, it can still work. All right, and so sometimes people will throw the phone away and go spend another $1,000 on another phone, but you don't have to, because the one you have, it still works. And so I think the main thing that we want people to get is that if you're still together, there's still love, there's still forgiveness, it still works.
The purpose of the book is what we saw happening in society. And we were seeing a lot of breakups in marriages, a lot of premature marriages where people were just jumping into marriage for whatever reason, whether it was something that was sexual, whether it was something that pertained to marriages of convenience, where people just got together in order to bring their monies together. We wanted to give a better perspective about the purpose and the institution of marriage. That would be the spiritual side of it. And marriages were intended to be first brought together by God, okay, where you came together with a person for the same purpose. And that word purpose carries a great deal of weight because you want to understand why you're together. And most couples, again, as we reiterated in the beginning, are coming together sometimes for the wrong purpose. So we're wanting them to do more about thinking about the institution, thinking about what the institution can do to them under the right circumstances, and yet even under the wrong circumstances and things that can happen. And we believe that if you're better informed, then you're going to make a better choice. You're going to make a better choice in your potential mate and the person that you're going to marry. And then in making a better choice within that potential mate, you're also going to be able to produce within that relationship children of purpose as well, who are going to be in alignment with not only your purpose for their life, but God's purpose for their life, and then their purpose for their own life. And then you can begin to see everything spins off into a purpose. You know, it's interesting how marriages represent God. We represent each other. And then now we're seeing our son representing a lot of the values that we share together.
So research says that. It says that people that come from a happy home who are married are more productive at their job.
They're well balanced. They're well balanced.
You know, it supports that.
Yes.
And so if we can get people kind of resetting and redoing their marriages, their relationships, they'll be more productive on their jobs. And so marriage is not just between two people. It builds communities, it builds families, it builds communities, it builds nations, states and nations. And so we can get people founded here, we'll build a better society.